Well, hello there, food friends. It's Kevin.
Hey, I'm Ralph behind the camera.
And welcome to Cavalcade of Food. Whoop.
It's a cocktail episode.
It is. This is a Cavalcade cocktail. Today, Ralph, cordials and other delights. So, we're in a new year. And Ralph, if I haven't said Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you and to all our
To all of our food friends.
our food friends. Happy New Year.
So,
And drink friends.
you know, of course, during the holidays that just passed, is a time for a lot of celebrating, a lot of entertaining.
That's a lot of booze there.
And, one thing that I know that I've found when company comes over, sometimes it's nice to just...
Hide the good booze?
No, not hide the good booze,
Just kidding.
because in our tradition, when we have company, we put out the very best we have in the house.
Okay.
And we let the company enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say is sometimes what I like to do, as you know, Ralph, is on a counter somewhere or on a big tray, put an assortment of cordials and glasses, and just let the company help themselves and enjoy some things. And often when we're in, they have these mega liquor stores now. We were in one a few weeks ago, weren't we, Ralph?
Yes.
I mean, the size of like a Home Depot.
It was a box store converted into a wine and liquor
Yeah.
store, so it was gigantic.
And you see all this stuff and you think, oh my gosh, that looks interesting, but, if I could just have a taste.
Yeah, because some of those are very expensive, and you wouldn't want
Exactly. And the thing about cordials is that's kind of what you take, is you take a little taste. These are not meant to be consumed in any mass way.
They're like sipping drinks.
Well, yeah. So let's just do some defining here, this is my definition. Cordial and liqueur are synonymous. Some people say liqueur, some people say cordial. To me, they're two sides of the same coin. And for the most part, cordials or liqueurs are sweet. And they're often nice to have as a dessert drink. Not to say that you can't have them before dinner.
Or a sweet pre-dinner
Right.
drink.
But they're generally on the sweeter side, and they're either enjoyed what we would say neat, which means right out of the bottle in a glass, like this, a little cordial glass, or on the rocks, or as a mixer.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm with you so far.
Because some people, actually, some of these ingredients are mixed into other drinks. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, they're used as mixers.
Yes, they are used as mixers and other ingredients, but they can all be had just on their own. So in terms of these cordials, again, this group right here is sort of what I call the cordial family.
And that's in contrast to what?
Say a aperitif or a digestif.
A pair of what? Oh, aperitif.
Aperitif would be a drink that one has that you would have before dinner to sort of stimulate the appetite.
Hence the name aperitif.
Yes. And a digestif is something you would have after dinner.
To aid in digestion.
Bingo. Okay? And some of these liqueurs can be used as aperitifs or digestifs. So it all gets a little blurry, but the way that I sort of have them organized is we have the fruity ones. So Well, here's one that's butterscotch, so that's just like candy. But then we have melon. And then we have, being Polish, and our Polish friends will recognize this bottle of LaRue, blackberry flavored brandy. This is often had on New Year's Eve and at Christmas time, and shared with family and friends.
Down the hatch.
Okay. Yeah.
Here's me trying it.
Yeah, there's Ralph trying. I'm sure you've had it before, haven't you, Ralph?
Yes, it's been a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good.
We've got apricot. We've got peach. We've got cherry. So something very common to create liqueurs or cordials is they use a neutral spirit, or they use brandy or rum, and they infuse it with fruit and other flavors. Then we have the fruity, then we have the citrus. So here's like a limoncello, right?
Yeah, so that's going to be like a sweet lemony flavor.
Here is Beauchamp. This is a French, you could see, liqueur. Okay?
And is that like an orange flavor?
It is an orange flavored cognac and orange. Okay? And then you have, very well known, Grand Marnier, which is also orange flavored.
Some of these can get quite expensive.
They can. Again, though, you don't. A bottle lasts a long time.
If you drink it right. If you don't guzzle it.
Okay.
Especially, like you said, when you're mixing it. Like Grand Marnier, I don't know if I've ever had that just neat, as you said, but it's often used as a mixer with other
things. I mean, you really should. If you have a bottle of Grand Marnier, you'd hate to almost waste it mixing it with other stuff. Use triple sec or something less expensive.
Oh, you're saying, so it is good to just drink it straight up. Okay.
You know what I mean? If you need the orange flavor in a cocktail, use triple sec. But save the Grand Marnier for...
Well,
okay.
I was a bartender in West Virginia, and we used Grand Marnier for certain shots.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I can't remember what they were, but there was...
Like mixed shots?
Yeah, like a mixed shot, like not a B-52, but there was a few that were popular, and some of them, I guess, could be expensive if you used the real deal.
Here we have, of course, Kahlua. And what's this? Lolita. These are coffee flavored liqueurs, right?
Yes.
Then you have Southern Comfort. Now, Southern Comfort, I don't know when the last time you had it was, it's quite sweet on its own.
It's been a long time, and I know I had friends that used to like to drink it with Coke or ginger ale.
Or orange juice, or... Yeah, it is quite sweet. It is a liqueur.
Is there any specific flavor that it's sweetened with?
Well, it's one of these things that...
like a mix?
Yeah, that is a concoction of many different things.
Before you move on to the next ones, I wanted to ask you about these coffee liqueurs.
Yes.
Those, like Kahlua and Cafe Lolita would be good.
Tia Maria is another one.
Yeah, they would be good in making a Spanish coffee, right?
Yes.
So that's like a coffee that's amped up with booze.
Sure, or if a White Russian or a Black Russian, of course.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Then we have this one we found. This is a liqueur from Spain that is an infusion of 43.
Hence the name.
Yes, and it is on the sweeter side.
But boy, is it good.
Oh, is it good. Very vanilla forward, as I'm remembering.
Yes, but it's very complex. There's you get hints of floral and hints of different spices. But yeah, a lot of vanilla, but it goes down easy and it's very flavorful. But 43 we recommend.
Yes, and then you have, of course, the amaretto. Almond, okay. So we have an almond flavored liqueur.
Yep.
My mom's favorite, the Frangelico, which is hazelnut.
So
Mom used to like this on the rocks.
So it's almost chocolatey. Is that what a hazelnut tastes like?
No, it's a hazelnut. Here, smell.
Let me get a whiff of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me think of chocolate.
Does
though.
it?
I don't know why.
Well, often, there's a lot of hazelnut chocolate candy.
Chocolate bars, yeah.
Um,
And amaretto is obviously derived from almonds.
almond nuts. See, so here, to me, amaretto is best served rather than neat. Ooh, this hasn't been opened.
Like revenge, it's a dish served best cold. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, absolutely. I like it on the rocks, okay? Chilled. Oh, that's a nice sipping thing right there, okay? And it is sweet. It would be something I would have after, for dessert.
Almost like a dessert drink.
Yeah, or,
But it's
I better
also
put that down. All right.
But it's also good to have maybe during this cold and flu season to kind of knock it out of you.
Sometimes you gotta just get that alcohol in there.
Yeah.
Right? It goes easy on the throat.
Well, like hot toddies, that's
Yes.
hot booze, right?
Yes. So then we're staying in sort of, you've got the hazelnut, you've got the almond, creme de cacao in both clear and brown. Okay, this is a chocolate liqueur.
Oh, from cocoa, like a cocoa cacao.
Yes, and of
okay.
course, you see Godiva. And by the way, things like Baileys that are cream-based are also considered liqueurs and cordials. Then, of course, we have the old standby, creme de menthe.
Creme de menthe.
Creme de menthe. And then you have some that are floral, like Saint-Germain, which is elderberry. Okay, and this is French. It's very nice. It's elderberry. It's elderflower, I should say.
Wow, as opposed to a junior berry or
Right.
a juniper. No, it's almost mapley.
Yeah.
I mean, at least from the smell. But I remember
Yeah.
tasting it, and you definitely, when you actually have it on ice or mixed in with something, the floralness comes out. It's definitely not mapley. It's more floral.
And then Sambuca.
Classic Greek. Is that the one that
This
tastes
is
like
an
licorice?
Italian. You're thinking of Ouzo.
Oh, that's right. I'm thinking
which is
of
Greek,
Ouzo.
but in Italian you have the Sambuca, and it's anise flavored.
So if you like licorice, you'll like this. And I do like licorice, but some folks really are not fans of licorice or anise.
No, it's what's I like to serve this is you keep a bottle of this in the freezer, and then you serve it ice cold, neat like this.
Is that cold?
It's cool. It's not cold because it's been out for a little bit.
But a lot of these, like Kevin is saying, are really best kept in the freezer. It won't freeze because it's alcohol content, but it is best. Martinis are like that. They're best super cold because it dulls the alcohol. The intensity of it, so it's not. It's smoother. It makes it a smoother
smooths it
drink.
out.
Yeah,
absolutely. So these are just sort of the cordials, liqueurs. I like Sambuca too after dinner because to me,
it's like a licorice candy.
Well, there's something about the anise
that
flavor
aids in digestion.
that sometimes I find settling on my stomach. So now we are talking about aperitifs. Now here's a couple. One is Aperol in terms of an Aperol spritz. If you were to mix this with some sparkling water and a little lemon, that would be a very traditional, especially in parts of Europe, aperitif.
Like a pre-dinner cocktail.
Because these are sweet. These tend to be dry.
Almost bitter.
Almost bitter.
Like Campari.
Yes. Campari would be another one. Dry vermouth, white vermouth, or French vermouth, as it's sometimes called, would be another aperitif. Now, vermouth is not a liqueur. It's a fortified wine.
Made from grapes.
It has a wine base, but it's infused with other spirits and other herbal things. But that would be an aperitif. And so something like this. Pimm's, which I know you like.
Yes.
Pimm's is interesting because Pimm's can be made into what they call a Pimm's cup, right?
It's very British.
Yes. Matter of fact, the recipe for a Pimm's cup is right on the back of this bottle. If you want to use this as an aperitif, have it as a Pimm's cup.
Which is?
Sparkling, okay?
Oh, like mixed with a club soda or something? Some type of soda?
Yes. But if you want to have it as a digestif, it will work that way also. Kind of neat.
Versatile.
Okay? Because Pimm's, as you might remember, Ralph, is dry, but it is also very herbal.
It's been a while, but it's another one of those complex flavors.
Yes,
it's got,
with a lot of ingredients.
But yeah, very something very old fashioned about it too. It gives you like a trip down memory lane to the early days of making fun cocktails in Europe, like
yes,
Pimm's cups.
And then, if you want to talk about some digestifs, here's just a couple. Of course, we love a good amaro after a big meal.
That was a revelation when we first had that. It was
yes.
like, wow, where's this been all our lives?
I think this was the first one we ever tried, and subsequently, I think this remains one of our favorites.
Yes.
Hand me one of those small glasses there, Ralph. Thank you. This one, the Montenegro, I just love. Amaros are a complex mixture of ingredients, roots and herbs and fruits and things like that are bitter. I'm telling, boy, you get the bitter right on the tongue, but really designed to help aid in digestion. To the extent it really does that, I couldn't tell you.
Well, you know, this may be a word that scares people off, but it's something almost medicinal.
Yes,
but in a good way.
Right.
It's
I don't want to say it tastes like medicine.
No, but it's that the complex floralness of it, the slight bitterness, because it is still sweet. It's not completely like one of these liqueurs, but to me it's got a nice balance of bitter and sweet.
Yeah. I think it's more bitter than it is sweet.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I'm still having sweet in my palate from the Sambuca.
So there's dozens and dozens of amaros out there. None of them are the same because they're made by different companies, different families, some of which have been making it for hundreds of years, the same way, secret formula. But what they share in common is they tend to be on the herbal side. They're very
herbal. That's the word that made me think of medicinal, because herbal things are sometimes, or medicinal things are sometimes herbal, like Jägermeister and things like that.
Now, here's one that a friend gave me some time ago. This is a Hungarian kind of digestif. Zwak.
It's whack. Zwak is whack. Is it thick?
No, I mean, it's like an amaro. And if you smell it, it's got that sort of a little floral, a little herbal.
Yeah, I'd like to try that.
So this is you should try this. This is fun. So there's a lot of different digestifs. If you have any interest, go online and research it. There's more information online than any one person can even take in.
When we first discovered amaros, we kind of went all out and started trying a bunch of different ones, and people started giving them to us as gifts and such, and we found a few that we didn't like, that were real smoky, real dark, and
I
heavy.
remember that real smoky one.
It was almost not. You'd have to really mix it with something but it wasn't as tasty just on its own. And like we were saying, a lot of these can be upwards in price, kind of pricey.
Yes, and it's like anything, like all other food and drink, everything is sort of to one's own taste. But in the world of liqueurs, this is in the categories of alcohol. This is the most diverse category of them all. I mean, there's a ton of vodkas out there. There's a ton of gins. There's a million whiskeys. But in terms of overall flavors, the liqueurs and cordials really are
Can cover
endless.
it.
Yeah, it's just an amazing. So in the new year.
Oh wait, don't wrap up yet.
No, okay.
I want to, because of you always say the artist in me, but the mixologist in me. All right, so we have this blackberry brandy was our first.
Yes, that's
Can
right.
you open the limoncello and mix it in there? I want to see how those would go together. I think for some reason
lemon and blackberry.
Yeah, it seems like it would be good together.
Okay.
And look, it's doing some kind of a alchemy. Almost looks like it's kind of a smoky changing.
So we may have invented a new drink right on the spot here. What do you think?
I think it'd be good on ice. Maybe a little more lemon or fresh lemon squeezed in it. You're not so wild about it?
Now it tastes like furniture polish to me.
Oh, God. Well, we want you to drink responsibly and stay away from furniture polish.
Yes, don't drink furniture polish. But anyways, the whole point of this was to remind you, especially those who enjoy the cocktail episodes that we do, that there is a wide world of things out there. And we love making our cocktails and our standard mixed drinks, but this is, if you entertain, it is so fun, really, to bring out a tray. It doesn't have to be this many. This is kind of ridiculous, but
this is a collection.
Bring out a half a dozen bottles of liqueurs, and some glasses, and your guests will really appreciate
They'll have
it.
fun. And this is, like Kevin was saying, is a collection of many years of
Yes.
acquiring things and that we've enjoyed through with entertaining. But there have been times when we've just put out a few different amaros and let people have them after dinner.
Yes.
They've really enjoyed trying
we put out
different
5
flavors.
or 6 different amaros and let people explore,
experiment, have
Yes.
fun, and have an adult take on adult beverages, because this is almost like a sophisticated step up from your Southern Comfort and Coke.
right?
And nowadays, Kevin and I get a little grossed out when we see all the booze that's almost tailored to young people with like bubblegum flavors.
Oh
and
my gosh,
sweet
marshmallow
sugar,
this
and
and everything.
whipped cream that.
It just the flavors, and I'm like, but
So these are basic, and these are
Yes.
more
classic.
Yeah, classic and standalone, and you could mix them in fun ways. But yeah, do yourself a favor and be cordial in the new year with some new found cordials.
Yes. So here's to being more cordial in the new year. I think we can all aspire to that. And Ralph, again, Happy New Year
Thank
to you.
Happy New Year to you.
And Happy New Year to our food friends.
Here, wait, let me get this furniture polish
Okay.
up.
We're looking forward to another year of great food and drink here on Cavalcade of Food.
We like sharing it with you, for
We sure do. So until then, don't forget the website, cavalcadeoffood.com.
Tell your friends
kinds
about
of fun
it.
stuff there.
Spread the
And-
word, get the word
Yeah.
out.
And you know what? We'll look forward to seeing you again back here on Cavalcade of Food
In the new year.
in the new year. Take care, everybody.
Salut, Nostrovia.